library organizing job was classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it? You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier? Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know...
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance? Splendid! That makes things easier to explain. This book was written as a dictionary for that other story. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know.
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together? Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in Northern Teyvat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more suspect. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding... Yoo-hoo!
I'll take that as a yes, then. Ah, finally, you're here! Do you have a message for me from someone by any chance? There's not a single prophecy about you in that dictionary. That's what you were about to say, right? Oh? One moment, then. Your curiosity seems as strong as ever, Barbeloth. Alas, my future will have to remain absent from your dictionary. The wind may be happy to let dandelions trace its form and have poets sing it into verse, but to be contained is hardly its nature. So, dear Barbeloth, please do set your pen down. Words heard on the wind are not meant to be recorded on the page. If you're truly interested in this legend, allow me to fashion it into a poem. I'll be sure to share it with you ladies at our next tea party. Barbeloth has always been a reasonable person, and I believe she heard my request. As such, our conversation should be free from interruptions for now.
Wait, Barbeloth was listening in just now? Paimon didn't notice a thing!
Well, she is a Hexenzirkel mage. They all have quite a few tricks up their sleeves.
Still, you noticed right away and even got her to leave us alone. Doesn't that make you the real master at cards here?
Given the various practical factors at play, I'd call myself a master with limits.
There you go, being all secretive again. Well, anyway, there wasn't a single thing about you in that dictionary.
You being here is enough. Barbeloth's prophecy concerning me may be incomplete, but it's not incorrect. There's something I need to do, and I could indeed use your help. Trusty as always. In that case, could you play a song with me later? Yep, that's all. But don't worry, this isn't a performance to decide the fate of some consequential event. It's just a duet between friends. The last time I played this song, the howling gale was my sole audience, and the notes scattered in all directions, leaving only fragments of the melody behind. But now, with a friend like you by my side, why should the wind alone bear witness to this music? Besides, I think my hands will be just that much steadier, playing alongside a trusty friend like you. That's all I ask. Now, let's head to the performance venue. If we follow the breeze, we'll be there in no time. All right, let's get going. Just relax and let the wind lead the way. No need to hold your breath. In and out. Easy does it. I let the birds know we would be coming, so we won't run into them. Don't worry, it's just a little ocean spray. You won't get soaked. Ah, the delightful sea breeze. Go on, breathe it in. We're almost there.
Looks kinda familiar.
Not always. It was once an isle like any other. An ordinary, unassuming aggregation of sand and gravel. That is, until seeds of stories were brought here by the wind and cultivated by time. And in due course, the wind brought forth new tales, and time caused them to grow into legends. So with that, allow me to welcome you in truth to this island favored by time, traveler. This is the place where time and wind met in the distant past.
Whoa. You suddenly sound so serious, Tone Deaf Bard. Paimon's not sure she's following this conversation anymore either.
Fret not, dear Paimon. The best stories always start with a bit of suspense and intrigue. I told you about this before, remember? About how I encountered Time at the Thousand Winds Temple and received some help? Well, it was because of Time's help that those first winds of freedom were able to blow so strongly. But forceful gales like that are most suited to wiping things clean, not helping things grow. So, after a few crises in Mondstadt were resolved, I made the winds gentler. Just strong enough to bolster the people in times of need without knocking them off their feet. Shadows gather in the distance. I'm sure you felt it too. I've heard about the Pyro Archon's face-off with the ruler of death, Renova, and what happened to the Fatui Harbinger, the captain. And that's not even mentioning how abyssal activity has been encroaching closer and closer to Mondstadt. I fear the impending crisis may be beyond what humans alone can solve. In light of that, I need to be prepared. It is the Animo Archon's duty to intervene in times of need. As such, I, Barbados, will bring forth a wind strong enough to disperse whatever storm lies ahead. But if I whip up a gale of such strength in Mondstadt City, it would just turn the place upside down. Clothes, hats, the flowers that rest on people's balconies. That's why I chose to do it here. A place where I once offered an ode to time. Who knows? Perhaps time chose this island special favor precisely on account of my lovely, lovely music.
Wait, so is this place really that special? It sure doesn't look like it. There's a tide that ebbs and flows, and a bunch of birds that come and go. It just seems normal.
Time's impact on things isn't limited to what the eye can see. Think of it like a ripe sunsetia. If the outer peel remains intact, it's nearly impossible for the average person to tell whether the fruit inside is ripe. But even the tiniest hole in said peel will cause the fruit to rot, starting from that spot. Nestled in the hands of time, not one blemish marks this island's peel. Thus, time's influence on its very essence remains hidden to all. At the most fundamental level, of course, all things that lack time's favor will be erased at some point. But with the power that remains here, I can leverage time to draw a boundary around the wind. That way, the outside world won't notice a thing, no matter how powerful of a gale I whip up here. Of course, as the one requesting help, I should offer something in return. That's why I invited you here, traveler. So we could perform an ode to time together. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh, and I can lend you an instrument if you need one. No worries. Just come find me when you're ready. Just let me know when... Great. Let's... Looks like our music has moved some in our audience to step on stage. But that's against concert rules, so let's usher them out. I understand your love for music, of course. But for now, I'm going to have you lead with the princess.
Paradigm shift.
Settle down.
All right, that should do it. That was an exquisite performance, Traveler. Thank you. Don't worry. That power was mine and mine alone. No external help was involved. Think of it like tuning a musical instrument so that it might play melodies lovelier still.
Ha! So you do have some tricks up your sleeve. What else are you hiding, huh?
Oh, Paimon. How many tricks could I possibly have? I only have 2 sleeves, after all.
You know that's not what Paimon meant, Tone-Deaf Bard.
I have a feeling the wind is gonna be pretty strong today. We should head back to Mondstadt and tell people to hold on to their hats.
Dodoko. Hey there, Klee!
This honorary knight, Paimon! Dodoko needs help. Mom said you were coming, but I didn't know it'd be so soon.
Dodoko needs help? Oh, for Pete's sake! Is that the task?
What? No, for Klee's sake. And for Dodoko, too.
No, Paimon knows that. She was asking about the task. You know what that is, right? It's like a... Yeah, something that needs doing.
Oh, so like when I go blast fishing with Jumpy Dumpty?
No. A task isn't just something you want to do.
I'm confused.
Ugh. It's like when your mom tells you to do something. That's a task.
Oh, thanks, Paimon. That kind of makes more sense, although not really. Anyway, let's go help Dodoko now.
Hold on. What kind of help does Dodoko need?
Oh, right. Well, every Dodoko's gotta find a red 4-leaf clover to become a super special Dodoko. Then, Dodoko needs to become friends with lots of people and can make it through the Dodo King's trial. Once that's done, she can then become a super awesome Dodo Sorcerer! That's what Mom said anyway.
Huh. A Dodo King being in charge of a Dodo Sorcerer. Makes sense, actually. But specifically, what do we need to do?
No idea. But Mom said that you two would tell me.
Right. Well, let's have a look at this book then.
Oh, there's a note inside it.
Huh. Let's see what it says. At the first stage of the trial, Dodoko arrived in a forest of whispering leaves. There, past layer upon layer of hurdles, a secret lay buried, waiting to be uncovered. Seems like part of a story about Dodoko.
Oh, I know where that forest is. It's where I go to blast... where I go to play a lot. Come on, everyone. Follow me.
All right, let's go! around here? And why are there so many hilichurls? Huh. Maybe the hilichurls brought it all here.
Oh, I bet this is where we find the turtles.
Close, but the note said hurdles, not turtles. And whatever we're looking for is supposed to be buried past all the hurdles. Are there any other clues around? Is there no dodo device that can help us out here?
Nope.
What should we do then?
Mom says the best thing to do when you run into a problem is to try and fix it.
Yeah!
Da-da-da.
All right, that's the hilichurls and barriers all taken care of. And we didn't set the forest on fire.
I was extra careful with Jumpy Dumpty. I've been getting sent to confinement less and less these days.
Nice job, Klee. Maybe sometime soon you won't have to go at all.
Well, if Master Jean would just let Klee blow the confinement room up.
That's not really what Paimon had in mind. Wait, what about the trial? Did we learn anything new?
Yep, I found this in the hole Jumpy Dumpty created after exploding.
Huh, another note.
Yup, and it's Mom's handwriting again.
Now then, Dodoko may or may not have blasted all the hurdles away, though the most direct approach is sometimes the most elegant one. Either way, thus did Dodoko make it to the second stage of the trial, which, coincidentally, was also the final stage. Even the most energetic of children need to pace themselves after all. So, Dodoko proceeded to the banks of a lake of fallen stars, passed the final trial, and obtained her reward. But could things really be that simple? Huh. A lake of fallen stars. That must be Starfill Lake! Let's go see what we can find.
All right!
Paimon's super curious about what this reward's gonna be. Fingers crossed for some kind of awesome treasure.
Ooh, it's a chest!
The final treasure must be inside this thing!
You got it! Me and Dodoko will get it open, no problem.
Whoa, wait a second. Monsters incoming!
They want to steal Dodoko's treasure, I just know it! Let's kick them out! Then we can open the box.
Off to the freezer!
Blazing delight! Boing, boing, boom!
Phew, that's that. The note implied things wouldn't be that simple. Guess it was because of those monsters.
But that means we passed the trial!
Yep. Now then, let's check out what's in this box.
Oh, it's...
A tiny hat?
a hat for Dodoko! In the Dodo clan, only the awesomest and bestest Dodokos in the land can earn the acknowledgement of the Dodo King. Their job is to help out and protect all the other Dodokos so the Dodo King gives them a special hat. That way, the other Dodocos will recognize them and know who they can go to for help.
Oh, so now your Dodoco is one of these special Dodocos with a hat.
Exactly. The hat makes Dodoco a Dodo sorcerer now. She can use special spark magic to help even more people.
Klee? The Knights have informed me about explosions being heard from the forest outside the city.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon, a little help, please.
That's because we cleared out a Hilichurl camp over there, and a bunch of slimes, too. Plus, we were working on Klee's task.
That's right.
And as for the fish over here?
I might have blasted them, but because there were monsters in the lake, I didn't do it on purpose. It's not like those other times.
I see. I take it those other times were on purpose then?
They weren't not on purpose.
I noticed the destroyed camp on the way here, and I saw the monsters fleeing along the shore of Starfell Lake. Am I correct in assuming that's all the damage, Traveler? Klee. Come with me. Let's head back.
Oh, is it confinement for Klee again?
Well, the Traveler's vouching for you, so I suppose your punishment will just have to be a meal at the Good Hunter. You've been out and about all day. I'm sure you must be hungry.
You're the best, Master Jean.
You two are more than welcome to join as well.
Ha-ha! Awesome! Paimon's been craving some sweet madame.
Snow is in fact one of water's natural self-cleansing mechanisms. But human activity tends to reduce snow's purity, so do not consume it.
Oh, Albedo's over there. Wonder what he's doing. Hey, Albedo! Thought we'd find you here. Oh, are you painting?
Yes, I finally have a moment to myself. So I decided to pick up my brush and get some practice in. Indeed. Of course, thanks to your help, and my fellow knights, that matter was resolved with little issue. In addition, I was able to complete the final task my master left for me. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Sucrose has been advancing swiftly in her studies too. She can tackle many alchemy projects on her own now. The Knights of Favonius don't have any duties for me at the moment either. No responsibilities, no tasks, no problems to resolve. It's not. It just feels strange, not having to rack my brain for solutions to all manner of problems. To be quite honest, I'm finding the idle life a bit hard to get used to. I keep finding myself considering if there might be other issues that need solving. But, unfortunately for me, Mondstadt seems perfectly problem-free at the moment.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of me time. Nothing good comes from working yourself to the bone. But if you're really that bored, you can come hang out with us. Paimon will teach you the true art of doing nothing.
Well, I suppose I should learn from the best.
Traveler, don't say things like that. You're gonna jinx us.
Strange to see you so idle, Albedo. But considering that you've completed Master Rhindaughter's final task, I suppose you deserve a break.
See? What did Paimon tell ya? You asked for trouble, and here it comes.
Sabas, what are you doing here? Yes, He's also one of my master's creations. I suppose that makes him a family member of sorts.
Don't you take that tone with me. I'll have you know that I alone keep that giant house in order as its butler. And yes, that has meant dealing with the assorted collection of vials and jars that you and Master use, washing them, drying them, all that work done by one cat.
Wait, you're a butler? How does that work? How do you handle vials and stuff without, thumbs?
How do you stay afloat in midair?
Huh? It's just something Paimon's always known how to do.
Housekeeping is the same for me. Such facts are not up for question, and shall receive no answers.
Hey! You're not allowed to say the same answer that Paimon said! Ugh! Sure. But don't expect Paimon to listen to his rambling.
Allow me to get to the point, then. I'm here at Master Rhindaughter's request. She has a message for me to pass along. Ahem.
Dearest Albedo, in regard to that task I set for you, your discovery of an answer that you can accept is most delightful. Alas, once a problem is solved, mulling it over in one's head loses all meaning. I'm sure the pendulum in your ever-whirring mind is swinging toward boredom as we speak. Might I suggest posing questions of your own, then? Cast the answers you know aside. Instead, embrace the questions you don't. After all, questions have always been more interesting than answers, and much better for passing the time. I look forward to what questions you'll bring me upon our next meeting. And should you come up with ones even I've never considered, all the better. It's unlikely, of course, but do your best. And who knows? If you're lucky, you might just surprise me. Oh, and don't attempt to create a self whose sole purpose is to pose or ponder questions. I've tried it, and it doesn't work. Lastly, I sent Sabas with a gift for you. Do keep it well, all right? Ah, and no need to feed him. He doesn't get hungry.
As you instruct, Master.
Master had quite a bit to say, I see. That really took a lot out of me. Well, I've passed the message along, so I shan't tarry in this frozen death trap for a second longer. I need to deliver a separate message to Mondstadt at any rate.
Huh. Who else would have a connection to Rhindaughter and Mondstadt? Oh!
Although his birth was rather recent, Master Rhindaughter has long foreseen what his task should be. But I digress. I shall be on my way. If I stay here a second longer, my tail might turn into an icicle. Your gift from Master Rhindaughter is on the table. Use it well.
Albedo, your family gets more confusing by the second. Speaking of, would that cat really count as a family member? He called himself a butler and all, but...
Master created Sabas long before me. By the standards of a normal family, that would make him my elder, I suppose. Of course, my family could scarcely be considered normal. So, by that logic, that type of relationship holds little meaning. At the same time, Sabas did look after me quite a bit back in the day, helping me tidy up various vials and jars. He even modeled for my sketches at times.
Wait a second. The cat you drew today? That's him then, isn't it?
Yes. Whenever I need to think, I turn to drawing and let my subconscious take over. It always helps me sort my thoughts out. And for some reason, I often wind up choosing a portrait of Sabas. I have drawn so many at this point that it's become second nature. Thus, this leaves my mind free to consider other things.
Yeah, we thought it was just a random cat. Guess he was a way bigger deal than we thought.
Well, now you know his real name. I can tell you more stories about him sometime, if you like. But right now...
The tree takes pride in its most perfect fruit. So complete, so flawless. But you, O Seed of Dreams, do not settle for being the king of a universe, confined to its flesh.
I need to think. New questions.
Oh, Traveler Paimon! You're full of energy today. You have something for me, you said? Is it some quick and easy way to make Mora by any chance?
Well, actually, it's some kind of task from your master.
Yeah, that's a hard no. But I guess I don't have a choice, huh? An enterprising spirit is important and all that. I just know it's going to be torture, though. I know that old hag all too well.
Why don't you just take a look first?
Huh. This book doesn't seem so special to me. Oh, whoa! Letters just fell out of it.
Oh, maybe she's trying to reconcile with you?
No idea. Either way, it looks like I'm supposed to open these 3 letters in order. Well, let's start with the first one. If this is her task, it should be okay for us all to read. Come on, let's see what this is about.
Oh, how long it's been, my student. I'm afraid to report that getting up and about is becoming harder and harder these days.
Oh, the sympathy card. She could have tried to make it sound a bit more genuine at least.
Remember when I would chase you and you would run for dear life, trying to use that hydro phantom of yours to distract me? Oh, seems like it was just yesterday. Now you're off on your own, and I laze the days away in my rocking chair. I really should get some exercise again.
Well, then get it some other way, you old hag.
Now, I'm sure you're curious as to the purpose of this letter. And to that, I say this. If you want to learn how to predict the fate of an entire kingdom, or even the entire world, head to Sumeru and search for the gate to an underground kingdom. Once there, open the second letter.
Huh. But she knows how to lure people in, that's for sure. Is she serious about passing on her secret technique? Guess she really is getting old.
You two have such a weird dynamic. When you talk about sentimental stuff, you fight. But when it comes to dry academic stuff, you get all emotional. Anyway, this gate to an underground kingdom sounds familiar.
Wait, you've heard of it?
Yeah, it should be the same one we're thinking of.
Perfect. I don't even need to investigate then. Oh, that means no hired guide, no lodging, no shelling out Mora left and right. Come on, there's no time to waste. Let's go.
And since you didn't mention a transportation fee just now, Paimon's guessing that means...
Yep, same method as usual. Let's go!
This brings back memories of summertime. It's actually kind of refreshing.
So, this is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria. I'm sure a lot of secrets and tragedies lie behind it.
Well, let's open the second letter.
Let me see here. Yep, it's this one.
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the Sign of Apausha. It is a celestial mark that burns in response to an all too ardent desire for the truth. In that sense, perhaps it's more fitting to call it a sign of truth instead. The records of this ancient kingdom state there are several large subterranean lakes in Conria, clear and calm as mirrors, whose surfaces reflect the true stars. This is because the sign of truth created in the water is able to bypass the false sky and connect to the outer universe.
I had no idea.
To observe the gravitational forces and influence of celestial bodies, one must be able to see past the false sky. Only by obtaining these cosmic parameters can one predict the fate of this world. Now, my task for you is as follows. Open a sign of truth in front of the gate to Conria.
The rest is a bunch of stuff about the ceremony the old hag came up with to summon this thing.
Yeah, all these planetary trajectories and runes. Paimon's not even gonna try to make sense of it. So, what do you say, Mona? Are you gonna attempt it?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it looks like the parameters she came up with could work. Frankly, this prospect is quite exciting, and heading back now will just cost me another night of lodging, so no better time than the present. Emissaries of the enduring stars, wanderers over ecliptic and equatorial plains, radiant celestial brethren. Traverse the twisted paths of the cavernous void. I, Mona Magistus the astrologist, invoke the power of Hydro to balance the scales. By wisdom and truth, let the thirst be relieved. I, Mona Magistus, the astrologist, summon you, O stars, to stand before me!
Did it work? Ah! Monsters! How did that happen?
No dice. The sign of truth only opened long enough for the monsters to slip through. Darn it. I didn't get a glimpse of the real stars at all. Whatever. I'll just take it out on you! The ceremony failed, but the old hag's new theory seems workable. I have a better grasp of hydromancy now. And the perfect test subjects to test it on. Let me scribe.
A dash of frosting!
Bow your head.
Phew! That's that!
Well, the old hag said to open the third letter once it was all said and done. But I couldn't make it work. So, should I still open it?
You know, Paimon thinks she understands your dynamic a lot better now. Look, She didn't say you had to successfully complete the ceremony, so you can open it. It'll be fine.
I guess. All the same, I doubt she has anything nice to say.
If you're reading this, it means you attempted to open the sign of truth. Seriously, I can't believe you actually tried it.
What are you laughing at, you old hag?
Conria was home to several lakes of stars, rendering the fabric of space in that area comparatively unstable. As a result, attempts to break through the firmament through non-physical means were more likely to succeed. In any case, I knew this place was well hidden and wouldn't be frequented by too many people. As such, any negative effects of failing to open the sign of truth would remain small scale. And of course, as my student, I felt sure you would have the chops to deal with the abyssal creatures that roam beyond the false sky. Even if you couldn't beat them, I am certain you could outrun them. You always were fast on your feet. Connecting hydromancy to the kind of wisdom that quenches thirst. Truly, my genius knows no bounds. The practical application of the scry glass has also reduced disturbances caused by the false sky. I'd like to see Alice try and top that.
Let the mighty be humbled! Silence!
Razor over there with... Whoa! The Grey Wolf King of the North! Wonder what they're talking about. Razor!
Familiar scent. Ah, you two. You have been good?
Yep, we're doing great. Oh, but what happened to Berea's Razor? We saw you talking just now. Is it a secret?
We go on hunt. I tried to convince Wolf Lord.
A hunt? Oh, is that Razor's task? Are the wolves out of food? Is that why you're going on a hunt?
No, this hunt is not for food. We hunt enemies. The Dark Wolf Pack. Strange scent coming from land they took. Getting stronger. We must hunt enemies to purify the forest.
Oh, so did Boreas agree? Paimon remembers last time he said something like, Razor, you must not get involved. This is for the wolves to settle between themselves. Oh, sorry, Razor. Paimon didn't mean to dig that up again.
It's okay. I know Lupacol means no harm. Besides, teacher taught me how to talk to Wolf Lord.
Lisa taught you how to talk to him? Oh, like she told you what to say? So that means you got him to agree then, right?
Yes. Words were hard, but I did it.
Ha! So you actually managed to convince that giant, stubborn old fella. That's super impressive, Razor.
Dark wolves are enemies of the whole world. Teacher said this is not wolf problem. This is world problem. And Wolf Lord agreed. But because of that, other wolves won't join. This war is between me and Dark Wolf Pack.
Then count us in too. Those awful rift hounds have been getting on our nerves for a while.
Thank you. Help makes for easy hunt.
Speaking of, how is this hunt gonna work?
We set trap. Chase dark wolves here, into trap. Then Wolf Lord pinned them down, and we finish hunt. Tell me when ready. We start hunt.
Come on! Let's clear them out in one go!
Yes.
Keep back! A dash of frost!
Bow your head.
Done. Why are Lupacol here?
Oh no! The rift hounds are attacking them! We gotta get rid of them quick! Whew, that was close. Good thing the wolves were there to help. They intercepted those rift hounds for us, and even drove them away.
But this isn't wolf problem.
You're doing this to help your Lupacol, right? Well, they want you to be safe too. Paimon bets they went to the Wolf King and said, Listen here, this isn't just our Lupacol's problem. This is the world's problem. And then rushed over to help.
Lupacol is Lupacol. I am human, but I do not need to be wolf to be Lupacol. I just want to help them.
Well said, Razor.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, come on. Let's go kick some Rift Hound butt.
A little amazing.
The tides beckon. Silence!
A dash of frosting.
Bow your head.
Look! The rest of the Rift
Lupercal! Thank you for helping. I thought protecting Lupercal was up to me. But Lupercal also...
We're here because we care about you, just like you do us. That's what makes us Lupercal, right?
Right. We are Lupercal forever.
Aww. And now, there won't be any more intruders in Wolvendom.
No. Dark Wolf Pack, Rip Open Sky. They could come again. But me and Lupercal will hunt them down, no matter what.
Yeah! If you ever need help, just say the word. We're here for you.
I appreciate it. They call for me.
Sounds like they want to make sure you're safe.
Then I should go. Thank you for the help.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Greetings, traveler.
Hey there, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here too! What a coincidence!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, traveler. An editor is here to discuss the details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission? The editor would just be wasting their time.
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over. In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on! Halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immenachreich.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, she would like to go with you.
Wow, you seem really jazzed about this commission, Fischl. Do you have some kind of insider information?
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
Alright, let's see who lucked out and got this free trip to Mondstadt. Wait, you're Shing. Oh, Genu's editor, Onodera.
Traveler, thank you for all you've done for us in the past. I come here today with a commission from Lady Yai, with which I'd like your help, should you be willing. Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
You have the pleasure of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelung.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Mein Fräulein means to say she...
Ah, I see. I completely concur, my lady. Remembering names is simply basic etiquette. And if you might lend me succor in solving this problem, I shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above. As many times as necessary, in fact.
You understood Fischl language before Oz could even finish translating.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have you heard of the author Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
What was that, mein Fräulein?
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her immer Nachtreich's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Well, sure. The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from Nodcry asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
Where it's so simple. But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. What he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over Teyvat. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. Nine's identity, that's for sure. We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. Nine's handwriting began to change. His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing. And he didn't have much to add either.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin de Vertelung, to endure unchanging in her immer Nachtreich. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
Mein Fräulein means to say that...
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of The Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Aw, man! Genu's gonna be so mad he missed out on this. Wait, you didn't need Oz to translate this time either, Onodera.
Osvaldo Hrafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
No such Henry exists, mein Fräulein. I sense a faint, elusive resonance. Something akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Qingce village in Liyue.
Huh. Could Mr. Nine be from Liyue then? No, wait. If we're talking authors from Qingce village specifically... No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Zhang the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform manifold labors on divergent principles, their power flows but from a single source.
Mr. Onodera, if you please.
Wait, Oz? It's great that you trust Onodera and all, but we're still in the dark over here.
You speak true, mine princessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. Nine, he's still an author, and he could have had contact with him. I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I appreciate the help. I'm counting on you.
Is there anything else we should know about Mr. Nine?
Well, according to some readers' Q&As and his author's notes, he has a receding hairline, a slight pot belly, he doesn't like sweet things, and his heart is on the right side. Or was it the left? No, it was the right. He has 5 fingers on his left hand, severe insomnia, a pupil in each eye.
So, a whole bunch of nothing.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either. Shall we wait?
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to Nodcry? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Barging in without permission seems wrong. But if he really is Mr. Nine, then... Okay, let's do it. Just seems like a bunch of ordinary stuff.
Nay, I, the Princessin, have beheld the mystery of the universe enshrined in these specks of dust. What hath been revealed is the very fount of wisdom. Ever does it flow toward the shores of truth.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she thinks this is a clue.
Overturned. Oh no. Did some kind of overzealous fan have buried him in here? Maybe we should call the Millilith. What do you think, Traveler?
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here. And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
What is the meaning of this? I'm calling the Millilith.
Chung the Ninth! You're not dead! Or kidnapped!
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember. I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands, though. What are you doing digging around my house?
Oh, well, actually, we just wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No. If I were Mr. Nine, why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
Good point.
Besides, if I were Mr. Nine, I would have come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award. What? That old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shinjo that one time, you talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
In any case, while this gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense something of interest on his person. It's a peculiar signature, the same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein, and on the manuscript. I believe the traces are related to Mr. Nine, and it appears I can track them.
Hey, that's perfect! Once we head to Nokrai, you should be able to find Mr. Nine, no problem then. But back to the signature. What were you doing before this, Chong the Ninth?
Oh, well, I ran out of manuscript paper, so I went to buy some. I'm particular about that kind of thing. Creation of literature demands the highest quality.
Ah, no wonder. Mr. Nine uses the very same type for his manuscripts.
Huh, that explains it. Thanks, Chong the Ninth. We should get going.
I'm not quite sure what I did, but you're welcome, I suppose.
Farewell, creator of another world. Though I must say, the laws and narratives thou hast ordained can scarce compare to the dream dust sedimented in the Immanokreich.
Mein Fräulein means to say, your writing isn't... I mean, mein Fräulein offers her thanks. It should be up ahead.
Wait, did something attack that Sealy? Something doesn't seem right here.
And it bears the same signature I sensed before.
Then it would seem fate has dictated our path for us.
A dash of frosting!
As you wish, mein...
Huh. Looks like the Sealy is showing us the way. Let's follow.
What are you doing here?
Wait, that voice. It's Nicole! meant to be our line. We were looking for Mr. 9 and our search led us here, but now it seems we've found you instead.
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. 9 is right here.
Hello. What bizarre demarung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing.
In truth, I too aspire to be an author. But I'm also partial to direct communication. Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison. And as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day, which would be a shame. So, I tracked down an old Seelie friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead. We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. 9. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing their language faculties, you were able to hone and eventually recover your capacity for speech. And anyway, an angel has always functioned like a sort of a flash of inspiration in someone's head. I'm sure it was like stepping into old shoes.
So you, what, possessed people? Isn't that kind of intrusive?
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping. As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
Wait, but what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having?
Nicole sent me to monitor the situation and not cry. And it's super dangerous, okay? So I needed some help. It's not like I have the knowledge or power of the heavens anymore.
As for your friend over here? Well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details. For realism's sake, you understand?
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuman light novel once.
Indeed. In a similar vein, Mr. 9's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. What it describes isn't made up, per se. We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it. Until you came along, young lady.
Mein Fräulein is speechless. So if I may ask in her stead, did she manage to use one of these half-truths in Mr. 9's novels to create me?
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books.
You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I've vaguely sensed this since the beginning. Regardless, it is an honor to serve mein Fräulein.
Well, once our affairs in Nodcry are resolved, Mr. 9 will be able to return home. Yes, just tell them that when you return.
I don't want to be your eyes here. It's too dangerous. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His share's been buried in his yard all these years.
Wait, what do you use the Mora for?
I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. It's what I love to do. Feel free to come search for my personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the Immer Nachtreich.
I will. I absolutely will.
Mein Fräulein?
And, I just want to say that I really like your books, Mr. Nine.
What mein Fräulein means is, though the cosmos stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
I'm glad to hear it. All in all, it seems you've already found my greatest treasure.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about who really deserves to be considered first author.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's right. Just channel Mr. Nine. How would he write this particular essay?
Hey, Chang the Ninth! We have something for you!
Oh? What is... What? Where did all this Mora come from?
About that. So, the thing is... Right. Mr. Nine really admires your work, so he decided to fund your writing career.
Wait, what? So, channeling Mr. Nine actually worked. I can't believe it.
Given previous results, I should make a few adjustments to the experiment and ensure that the materials and equipment are all in order. As for the potion I need to make... Oh, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're here to help with your task. We wanted to see if you could use some extra hands.
My task? Oh, you mean the one Mr. Albedo told me about? The one from the Hexerei? Well, you're just in time. The experiment is ongoing, and I was just about to work on it.
Ongoing? So, you've been working on it all this time?
Yes. It aligns with other research topics I've been working on, so it hasn't been too much extra work. Still...
What? Is there a problem with the experiment?
I've been unsuccessful so far.
Oh, so it keeps failing, huh?
It's not as simple as just failing. The whole theoretical framework behind this task is a bit more complicated than I imagined.
Oh, right! You still haven't told us what kind of experiment it is.
One meant to develop a potion that can transform sweet flowers into a variant 16 times its normal size. That is to say, the formulation of botanical augmentation reagent type 4, iteration 7. As you can probably guess, this is my 7th time running the experiment.
Wow! So, basically, we need to make growth serum. Or the 7th version of one.
Well, yeah, that's about right. This is my 7th attempt, but I didn't make many adjustments to the formula this time, because both the theoretical principles behind this experiment and the products of the process prove there's nothing wrong with it.
But you haven't succeeded yet, right?
Yes. I'm thinking that it's not my current formula that is wrong, per se, but rather, some other key element is missing.
Oh! Then Paimon knows just what to do. Well, that's why we're helping out. Wait a second! Paimon is not an ingredient!
We could try. It's just... I would need to adjust the ratios in the original formula, and that might make the potion even more unstable.
No! We are not trying that! Just show us the original!
Here it is. That said, I'm still missing 2 ingredients.
Now that we can help with. What do we need to get?
I need spring water from Springvale to use as the base, as well as Eye of the Storm fragments. But that last one could be tricky.
We've got this! Let's go!
Let's tackle the Eye of the Storm first.
Enhanced Animo Module 75, Animo Tech 60. Alright, that's the first ingredient done.
Wow, you 2 work fast. That step usually takes me forever. We can get the spring water down there.
Let's hit the town. I'll show you someplace fun. But keep it quiet, yeah? Mum's the word.
The high quality of Springvale's waters makes for a stable potion-making ingredient.
That's all we needed, right?
Yes, let's head back. All right, the ingredients are ready and the cauldron is just over there, so we should be good to go. But,
Is something wrong?
No. It's just... Do you mind if I watch from the side? Just for the purposes of accurate recording, I mean. I know lots of people don't like being scrutinized during experiments, so... Thanks. Then, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I'll make sure to take detailed notes, too. So, are you ready to start the experiment? That's it. Your execution was perfect.
Really?
Yes, I don't see any flaws in the brewing at all. Let me extract some and test the product's composition. One moment. Yes, like I said, flawless execution. The potion is perfect. It's exactly what I was expecting.
So? Was the 7th time the charm?
Upon examination, it seems identical to the previous 6 iterations.
Oh! Wouldn't that make the results identical?
Not necessarily. Experimental outcomes can differ even with similar variables all around. You never know what the result will be. That's what makes experiments valuable in the first place. Come, let's test this thing out. I planted some sweet flowers beforehand which we can use. We just need to douse them with the potion and see what happens.
Snow down my back! Ugh, cold, cold, cold! Alright, we poured the growth serum on the flowers. Is that all we need to do?
Yep. The flowers need to fully absorb the potion, so it might take some time before we see a reaction.
What happens then?
The flowers will grow in size while maintaining their original appearance. But then, when they reach 12 to 14 times their normal size, this will prove more than they can bear. As if some upper limit has been reached, they will wither and rot, assuming unnatural forms until nothing is left of them but liquid.
Wait, what? So there's a problem with the growth serum then?
No, I've adjusted the formula time and again, resolving all kinds of issues that arise when inducing small plants to grow larger. Issues like ensuring that the leaves don't get too large, strengthening root diameter and load-bearing capacity, calculating how the increase in surface area might affect sunlight exposure and nutrition.
So, why isn't it working then?
Because the flowers cannot transcend. As above, so below, is one of alchemy's guiding principles. Alchemy seeks mastery over matter, but this world has its limits. It's like a specification etched into the law that governs all things. Part of the purpose of doing multiple experiments is to determine if this specification is stable. Exactly. It proves that the limit continues to exist.
Okay, this is all a bit over Paimon's head, but basically, you needed the experiment to fail to prove that the limits and borders in this world are stable? Oh, what a weird experiment. Huh? Looks like one of the flowers is reacting. Wait a second. That's not a sweet flower at all!
Careful! It's a whopper flower. It must have absorbed some of the potion. Wait, but that's happened before, and it's never gotten this big either. Can this mean...
We can talk about this later! Let's get rid of it first!
Off to the freezer!
Stand clear!
Bow your head.
Animal hypostasis emulation! Animal testing!
The tides beckon.
Phew! We did it! Even at that size, a whopper flower is just a whopper flower. But, was it supposed to get that big?
I could only make a rough estimate during the battle, but it looked at least 16 times its original size, maybe even larger. This means that the experiment worked.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
I'm still not sure what the implications are, but if further attempts succeed in reproducing this result, that means that something's different. Perhaps the limits and laws of this world are changing due to some unknown factor. I can't say if that's good or bad, but from an alchemical perspective at least, expanded boundaries means that more possibilities are now open to us. Either way, this brings my task to an end.
Seems so.
That said, it could also be an effect of the person who made the potion. There could also have been something special about this particular whopper flower. There's a lot that still needs to be confirmed, so I suppose this task opens the way for further questions.
Well, we're here if you ever need some help. Just think about it! Paimon could probably beat a whole gang of treasure hoarders to a pulp if she were 16 times bigger.
I have my doubts. The only reason the serum worked on the whopper flower was because its internal structure was similar enough to a sweet flower. If you drank some, you might become 16 times bigger, but you might also turn into a plant-based life form.
Yeah, nope. That's not happening then. Oh, by the way, Paimon wanted to ask, why is all your research focused on things like sweet flowers and sunsettias?
Oh, that's simple. Both sunsettias and sweet flower nectar taste sweet. So in that sense, accidentally making a whopper flower 16 times bigger comes with a hidden benefit. Because whopper flower nectar...
Tastes exactly like sweet flowers?
That's right. Once I've extracted the sugar from the nectar, I'll give you some.